Now I'm going to introduce you to an online, a cloud-based system for running your Jupyter notebooks. I've discovered if you just go to Google and type in CoLaboratory, this particular CoLaboratory framework, I think it's pretty good if you want to run your Jupyter notebooks straight from your browser. And this does come in handy for people who work with Google Chromebooks and things like that. So now I'm going to introduce you to CoLaboratory. And once you type this in, you can just click on the main menu. It'll take you to this particular page, the welcome page, and I can cancel that. And the thing I can do is, well, when you work with CoLaboratory, what it does is that it creates a folder in your drive. So basically, this is my Google Drive, and I have a folder by the name CoLab Notebooks. And as you can see, I have a couple of Jupyter notebooks stored within my drive, like so. So basically, once you go into CoLaboratory, your drive will end up with a CoLab notebooks folder like so, and it's a yellow colored folder. And I have a proper folder. So I already ran a script in here like so. And the thing is that if you want to open up your own script, you can just go to the welcome page, file, new Python 3 notebook or Python 2 notebook. So depending on whether you want to work with Python 3 or Python 2, you can go in for it, and it should open up a new notebook for you. And as soon as a new notebook is opened, basically as soon as I created that new notebook, Untitled 0IPYNB was created in my folder straight away. And I can just change the font size. So on a Mac, if you do control the Mac button plus, then the font size will increase, and you can do the same and reduce the font size by either pressing the Apple button or the control button, plus or minus, as you want to proceed. And the thing is that if you want to add more code cells, you can add them like this. So over here, I'm just going to say import numpy as np. And once you've typed it in, then I'm just going to go to runtime and run the focused cell. So now it's running. And my numpy has been read in. I can even add textual code by saying like test, and maybe I'll just make it bold, B, and here test. So basically it works exactly like a Jupyter notebook, and I can have my code, I can have text describing the code and so on. And I've already created a script, and a link to that has been provided, and you can see I was able to import all of these packages, including TensorFlow and Keras, which are the deep learning packages. Now the thing about CoLabs is that it can be a bit complicated to read in your own data, and there are two ways of doing it. Well, I'm just going to add some text to make things read in data from GitHub. By the way, a GitHub account is free to set up, and I think you may have encountered this before. So I create a variable URL. I go to my GitHub account where I have my data uploaded. So yes, you can upload your data straight into GitHub. And as you know, you may have seen this particular GitHub link of mine, because this is where I store a lot of the course data. So assuming I want to read in resp1.csv, I'm going to click on it. Now clicking on it itself won't help me. In order for me to read in the GitHub data into CoLab, I need the raw version. So I'm going to click on raw once I get here. And once I get to the row page, I'm going to copy this particular link, get back here, and I'm going to paste the link in the variable called URL, like so. And runtime, again, run the focused cell, and then df1, the variable pd.read_csv URL, so it's the same thing as before. And I think this did run, df1.head, like so. And these data have been read in. Now, another way of reading in the data is that I can basically upload my CSV. So from google.colab import files, I create a variable up, files upload. And once I run this, run the focused cell, it's going to run. And then it tells me to choose the files that I want to upload into this notebook. So I'm going to upload my iris.csv file. And it says 0% done. So once it's 100% done, I go here, import IO. I create another variable df2, pd.read_csv. This I can just type as it is, IO bytes, IO with a capital, up. This is the variable in which I uploaded my file, up, iris.csv, because that's the name of the file that I uploaded. And once I run this code, this particular file which I uploaded, iris.csv, is going to be stored as a pandas data frame, and that's what I want. So let me just. So this was my file, and this is what I uploaded. And these are the two most common and simple ways of uploading your own data into CoLabs and the CoLab notebook. And once you do that, then you can use this CoLab notebook the way you would use your own Jupyter notebook.